Welcome back to Sim Nights. This is the back nine of my home course, the Ridge, that I custom built inside of GSPro. If you haven't seen part one of the front nine, go back and check that out after this video. But let's go ahead and prepare. Let's get this going, and hopefully I don't embarrass myself any more than I already did on the front nine. So welcome in, and we're getting ready. All right, welcome back. We've just got us here on hole 10. This is a delightful, fairly short, again, par 4. Plays 367 yards, a little bit uphill. We are +4. Again, we shot a 40 out of 36 par on the front. I'm going to go ahead and hit this flyover, and we're going to get another check out of this view. All right, so again, this is that par 4 bunker left. Deep bunker right. That's not even in play, obviously. Normally my goal here is to hit it over that left bunker. Again, kind of the fairway, which is, I think that's always the goal, is to hit it in the fairway. So we're going to go ahead and try to get this one out there and get it close. Again, any decent drive here is good. That's just short, 360. So anything really gives you a shot into the green here. So see if we can get one up close. Pretty good. Pretty good. I got a hold of it, and I actually hit it straight. So way out there, remember I said that's not in play, that bunker, but we almost got there. Almost had you. So yeah, that was a booming shot. I don't know if I've hit one that good in a while. Again, 4,500 feet elevation here in Utah, so we're getting some boosted numbers. These are juiced 100%, but that's my home course. We're playing at the same elevation. 71 yards left, we'll get our wedge. Oh, I wish I could say that's the content you came here for, but that was an absolutely juiced drive. I know the comments are gonna be like, oh, it's boosted. Of course it's boosted, but it felt good. It looks good. So a little off the fairway now. In the rough, 71 yards, 63 front. Playing a little bit uphill. So I'm going to try to give this a pretty full swing. Not a full swing like the other one I did where I pissed missiled it over the green, but we're going to just try to get one close here. It's a little thicker than I wanted, but it should get there. Get up. Oh yeah, beautiful. On the green. Another gur. Starting the back nine off with the gur. We love that. Let's get our putter. All right, so 22 feet. This green definitely breaks left to right. It's a little bit more here at the front. You can see it does. It's kind of in a nice little bowl valley there. It will be uphill kind of the whole way. So that's kind of nice. We can give this one a solid little stroke, I'll say. And yeah, it's a little bit to the left. I think we should be good. We can get one close. Oh, that's one again. Don't count that one. A little stroke, get uphill. Oh, not quite. Bottom left one short. We'll take it, we'll take it. Normally in the first video, they were not short. So wait for this to go green. It's got a good view. It is breaking a little bit, but again, we're 5 feet. I'm not going to take that into consideration. If anything, I'll just, again, try to aim a little mental. Okay. Beautiful. Par. We'll take it. Opening up with a par. Absolutely delightful. Again, how we play on the average golf. It's only downhill from here, so that's delightful. Now we've got the hole 11 going the other way. So it goes the opposite, directly in line with the last hole we just barely played. It plays very similarly. This one will be downhill mostly since the other one was uphill. So you'll see it's 331 out, but it is playing downhill 11 yards. So it is kind of nice. After that longer one that was uphill, we'll get a driver and get after it. All right. Looking for a decent little drive here. My aim point, as usual, is going to be off the left over that bunker. Anything over the bunker and then fading in is delightful. If we really get a hold of one here again, that'll be nice. We're not going to get the green, obviously, but we're going to hope to just kind of get one in the middle-ish of the fairway, give us a decent second shot. Another well-struck ball. Come on, get a good bounce here. Oh, it's in the rough. All right, well, that was another well-hit ball. Again, juice numbers. I understand. 33 yards, though. Second approach shot, we'll get our wedge. All right, we got our wedge here, 33 yards. A back-to-back hammers of drives. We are a bit warmed up after playing that front nine, so we love to see that. These are parts 1 and 2, but they are playing in back-to-back nights. So, again, not really a 300-yard drive. I know 160 ball speed's not going to get there without the elevation. So we're over that. 33 yards. This one, tucked front of the green. This one will kind of roll back towards us. I believe it also goes left to right. I'm going to just try to hit it right at it, distance-wise, and then a little bit to the left is my goal. It's a little hard. We're in the rough though, so that might be nice. Not too bad. A little crispy out of the rough. This one's going to be nasty. Go back. All right, we got our handy dandy putter. This is an absolutely nasty position to be in. You can see it breaks right to left, to the hole, past the hole, it's left to right. It is fairly flat, a little bit downhill, but this is a tricky one because if I leave it too much one direction or not enough the other, and it goes past the hole, it's going to absolutely cook the other way. So we want to really get this one as close as we can speed-wise. We did leave the other one uphill a little short, so we're going to try to, again, this one's downhill, so I know it's going to run a bit. We're going to put this one, I'm hoping to go through most of this close break with my speed. Aim a little bit out to the right, probably not enough, but I think I'm I did not, but let's keep it close. First gimme of the day. I mean, not that I love a gimme, but that means I can't miss a 2-foot putt. So back-to-back pars to start. We're on fire. I love this. Next hole, par 3. Hate this hole. This is going to play like 180 to 190, I believe. It's slightly downhill, but it's dreadful. I play this one terrible. 189 downhill 10 yards. Yeah, so it'll play like 180, which is nice. What's our wind doing? Right in our face. Yeah, that's delightful. So we're going to be playing this 180 plus the wind, so it's going to be probably playing 195, and it's on the front of the green. So this is really not a lovely thing for me. My normal IRL play of this is I slice everything to the right. I either end up short in the bunker or long over by the car path. So we're going to try to play something, a nice little hybrid, I think, and just try to get it nice. All right, we got our hybrid, that's what I'm going with here. In real life, playing this course, I'd probably try to grab my 5-iron, muscle the piss out of it, and that's why I slice it normally. Not that I'm not going to slice this, not slice this hybrid, but I feel better about it. It'll at least be the right distance without swinging out of my shoes here. So I'm going to just try to line this one up over that bunker against the left, knowing it's going to move to the right, and we'll see if we can at least get it towards the front of the green. That was hit pretty well, really high actually, and definitely sliced up, but the distance really good. That would have been almost dead on it, which I love. So this is a smart play, I feel like. Hybrid off to the right. We've got a bunch of green to work with here on this chip, so we're going to go ahead and grab that and get this next shot going. All right, we're back with our wedge here. We're playing good old reliable 54. Average golfer here. Normal people, I think not normal, good golfers would be bumping and running this a little bit. They have a little bit more to work with, so they might be using a pitch or a 9 and just get the ball going. I don't have a bump and run in the bag. I don't practice it enough. What I do practice is this stupid wedge over and over again, and I feel like this is a pretty reasonable distance. The trick here is the yardage is 33. I hit this like consistently 35 to 40. So if it's long, it's going to be in the rough and that's going to suck. So I'm probably going to take too much off of it, and it's going to play well short. But we're going to give this one a little touch here and see what we can do. It's definitely moving. You can see everything left to right towards the back of the green. So we'll play this one out a little bit to the left. That was 36 yards, just like I said. We're well long. Stay on the green for me, please. On the green. That's all that matters. We got a putt. It's not a good putt, but exactly 35 to 40 yards. I just am so consistently bad but good with this. So we're gonna grab our putter and see what we can do. All right, so this is pretty typical bogey golfer of me. I am absolutely atrocious on par 3s. This is the reason why. You get one shot to make it on the green. You get one chip to get it close if you're not on the green, and then you have to one putt it to par. So that's why I generally play most par 3s a stroke, if not a stroke and a half over, based on like my historical play through. So this one, our par shot here, 18 feet 3 inches, moving right to left, and it's a little bit, half a foot, 5 whatever inches, I don't remember how that works, uphill. So we're gonna just try to hit this one a little bit out to the right, get it close. Again, if we get it to drop, that'll save us a stroke, that'll be a miracle, but we're just planning on getting something close, taking our bogey and going on to the next. Give it a little juice. Wow. Left-handed fist pump, dude. That was a great putt again. 3 pars in a row. We love to see that coming out the back. All right, this one, par 5. This is my favorite and least favorite hole at the same time. You can see it's a beautiful, massive dogleg right directly over this pond. Bunkers directly in front of the greens, so it's completely surrounded. This pin location is, again, Saturday pins, so these are scoring pins in my opinion, which I put out here, moving pins, so they're in a great spot. Now that you can see this overview, the reason of the love-hate here, my slice at 260 puts me dangerously close, always to the water or always in that OB. So if I can get one decently straight here, I'll be in a great spot to try to attack the green, get after it. I normally always try to attack the green here. If I leave it out left, that's fine. I'll lay up or play a smarter position, but really just, I'm not going to say it, but fingers crossed it doesn't go the direction I don't want it to go. So grab my driver and do that. All right, so we're going to driver in hand. Normally when we're playing sim nights with the groups, the boys, the girls, all the fam, sometimes will come out. We normally always play mulligans. Sometimes there's some screwy shots in the simulator. We'll just reset it. But I've been intentionally playing this with no mulligans the entire way through, so I don't want to have an excuse here. So we're just going to absolutely line this one up, pipe it down the left-hand side. We've been hitting bombs so far on this back, so really also stressing out a little bit more with that, but we're going to just try to, again, not hit out of our shoes, play a little close, aim down this left-hand side, and just really give this one a go. Let's see if we can keep this one in place. That felt really good. It's moving to the right though. Settle down, ball. Okay, we're good. Whew. Again, not a bomb. Good hit. A little less than the last ones we had, but this is an ideal placement. We're in the rough, which is kind of bad. It takes a little bit off the physics in the game, but 180 yards is chef's kiss. All right, 180 yards. We got some helping wind. It's definitely uphill 4 feet, which is nice. Bunkers over here to the left, OB, pretty much anything right. You can see it's truly OB around the water, but that dead grass up and around the green is normally actually unplayable and there's a fence around it. So I can't do much about that since I designed it open to play it a little easier for most people, but we're going to play our hybrid here. Since I'm in the rough, I'm assuming it's going to take about 10%, so it's going to be playing closer to 200 yards. We do have some helping wind, so maybe 195, but again, just trying to play it out there. Definitely going to aim this one left. Again, aiming myself left instead of aiming in the game. Kind of help realisticness. But see what we can do here with this hybrid. That was absolutely hammered. Come around, baby. Okay, that was great distance hit. Really well. Didn't actually turn as much as I thought, which is fine, but we'll take that. Right behind the green, chipping for 3, chipping on our 3rd, so let's go. All right, trusty 54. Always play the 54, wedge of all time. We got 26 yards, downhill 3 feet. This one does break away from us the entire way. So we do want this to be a bit short so it'll run out. It does move left to right, that's totally fine. We'll put a little bit on that as we hit this, but we've only got to cover 10 yards to get it on the green. And again, this club is pretty consistent too long, so I'm going to end up probably hitting this a bit short. But I just want to get it just enough over the fringe so that we don't roll out in the green here. Not bad. Settle down a little bit. Oh, that's delightful. Yeah. Okay. So we kind of duffed it there, if I'm being completely honest. But it carried 9, hit the fringe, rolled out beautifully to 6 feet. We got ourselves a putt. Let's go. All right. We're back putting here. 6 feet 7 inches. Absolutely love that. For the birdie, fourth shot on a par 5. It does break ever so slightly right to left. I'm going to try not to play that into this too much. And yeah, we're just going to give this about 6 feet and see if we can get a birdie or if we're going to lip out and play the average golfer par. Lip out. Oh, brutal. It's okay. It's a par. I'm upset. It wasn't a birdie, but 4 pars in a row. We'll take that. Absolutely strike the hybrid there as well. That was a beautiful hybrid approach. So now we've got a really short par 4. This is probably the shortest, I believe, on the course. Bunker short left, bunker protecting deep right, and then anything right runs off into the water. It's kind of a gross place to be for a slicer pusher like myself. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna grab the driver on this. It's 282, playing uphill with the wind not helping. So we're gonna go ahead and just give this one a whack, see what we can do. All right, we're back again. Driver in hand, 282 up 10 yards. Again, not really helping wind here, so this is gonna play at almost all of 300. The goal is not to get it there, the goal is to get it close, but we are gonna be aiming well to the left here, because again, anything right is in deep trouble. So we're gonna try to play almost on the outside of this bunker in front of us. Again, playing pretty close to the ball to try to negate the slice a bit, and we'll see what happens. A little high, which means it should settle down. Oh, it's not settling. No settle. Settle. Oh, okay. So I will say, the way I designed this, it's just inside the out of bounds here, so thankfully, good designer, we love who built this course. In real life though, anything on this slope is not going to be playable. So normally I would have to hit it unplayable, I'd take a drop, but we're playing a game, it's physics in the game. So we actually get really lucky here. Deep rough, 47 yards. Let's grab our wedge. All right, so this again is really lucky here. Deep rough, playing up 9 yards. 47 yards to the hole, so it's gonna play like 56. Again, we're in the deep rough, so this might be an all I've got, like 80-yard shot. Honestly, I don't love that because sometimes you get a good clean pick and the simulator physics airmail your ball, but I'd rather be too long than well short again, especially with that bunker there. We're gonna give this a good little whack, see if we can get it close. That was a little lofty, but that felt pretty clean. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, on the green. Giving ourselves a little putt here, 19 feet for birdie. Again, nice little short par 4, so we're going to grab our putter. We'll be back. All right, 19 feet. 1 inch. What is that? I think it's 1 inch maybe. Downhill a little bit. It looks pretty flat. I mean, honestly, the balls left to right are not, I mean, they're moving right to left and then left to right, but really the biggest thing here is the speed downhill. Again, this is on the front of this green where everything does roll towards the front. So we're in a really good spot here. We just want to maintain the speed. See if we can get this one close. And I'm setting this one straight. Going to give it about 6 is where I'm mentally going in my brain. See what happens. Felt soft. Rolled past again. Has breathed. All right. Average golfer content, we're back at it. 7 feet left, that's terrible. That's not even like within like that's half the distance we just were, I guess is what I'm saying, and we went past the hole again. So really got to rein in this speed. This is now for par. Absolutely a average golfer missable putt here. Again, not really moving much left or right. So I'm just gonna try to go straight at it and give it the right speed. This one's now uphill. We'll play a little bit more than the 8. There we go. Okay, save par. All right, cooking again. 5 pars in a row. Absolutely electric back 9 here. Again, easy course, built by me, I know it, but feeling good. Fly over here, beautiful par 3. One of my favorite holes for sure, especially on the par 3s. 126 yards, downhill 12. Beautiful view overlooking the water, the little fountain. It's nice, it's close. It's a good, nice par 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably grab a wedge here and I'll be back. All right, 126 playing downhill 12, so we're looking at 114. We also have wind in our face 10, so it's gonna be pretty much back that same distance. So realistically, this is playing 126 on the nose. Definitely was in between clubs here, and I don't love that feeling. Normally you would go gap wedge here, but again, that's my 100-yard club. I do need to get that dialed down a little bit because my pitching wedge, I feel like is much closer to a 120-25. I'd much rather roll the ball up on this green specifically, but we're just going to try to hit this one smooth, see if we can get a decent line. We did pull this pitch a little bit last time, so I'm not going to think about that. We're just going to hit it straight. Oh, I pissed. Not bad though. It's a good miss. Settle down ball. Stay in play. Okay. Whew. And that one felt absolutely blasted, which it was, which is fine. 120 again with the carry. 13 yards though, we got a nice little chip wedge ahead of us. All right, a little 13-yard chip here, reliable 54, only club I play, which sounds terrible, but especially on this mat where it's always consistent, I know exactly what it's gonna do, and I play it on a lot. I'm gonna play my 54 degree. Don't want anything that's gonna be too fat or too thin with the bounce on it, so this 54 can just be really consistent. This is a little tricky. We're in the rough, tight-sided on the green. Got to get to there 13 yards, and that felt pretty nice. Go in the hole. Oh, robbery. That's okay though. We got the gimme for the par. The par train stays alive. I probably would have missed that putt, but we love it. Gimme 2 feet. Now coming into the par 4 right after this. Iconic hole for me personally. The water tower had to get it in there. It's literally on the Ridge's homepage, so it looks just like it plays. That'll be my aim point as well on this hole. You'll see it here in a second. We're aiming directly at that water tower, keeping it left. We do have bunkers both right. Unfortunate distances as well on the second one. That one does come into play quite a bit, so we're just gonna try to hit a nice little drive out there, keep this little par train going. All right, back again. We're just gonna try to get this one again, driver, aimed at the water tower. Just get it out there and play. This one is again 371, reachable, or not reachable, but decent short par 4 here at the Ridge. And we're gonna play our same mental thoughts the whole time here. Stay a little closer to the ball. Go ahead and aim to the left and just try to keep this one again. A little high, off the toe, little slice, just play in the middle. That was not well struck at all, but we got a little good break here. 50 right between the bunkers, 132 left, playing out of the rough. So, shot here. All right, back at it. Again, just a lucky break with the drive. Seriously, normally I'm in trouble with these. You know, at other courses, that's why I play this one so much. That's why it's my home course. It just kind of plays nicely with my terrible swing, my average swing. So we hit it right here between the bunkers on the rough. We're 132 out. It's a little bit downhill. I think the wind is just looks like it's just right to left here, so that's nothing crazy. It'll kind of help with our little fade we've been getting. But since it is in the rough, it's going to play a little bit long, so I went with a 9-iron here. Got a 132 yards. Okay. Oh, that felt really nice. Let's see if I'll get there with the rough. Stay up, kick right. Good struck ball. Really clean out of the rough there, actually. Perfect lie every time. Took a little bit off the spin, so we did get a bit more carry, a little bit of a rough flyer, I believe, which is fine. We got a 40-yard putt, or 40-foot putt for our birdie attempt here. All right, back at it again. 40 feet, 3 inches. It's down a foot, so this thing is absolutely cruising back towards the front of the green. Very unfortunate. We are going to kind of play this one. It is right to left, so we're going to play it out to the right, obviously. Kind of tricky with the speed. I don't love these distance of putts because in my brain, it should be 30 feet, but what is a 30-foot putt to an average golfer? We're just playing it out there, hoping to get close. Keep it within inside of 10 feet is honestly my goal from this distance, but I'd like to be a bit closer to save the par train we're on right now. Give it a run. Oh, we broke the par train with a birdie, baby. God, that's nice. I mean, that's an absolute fucking, that's a swear, sorry. Absolute piss missile of a putt. Delightfully cruised into the hole for the birdie. Next hole, this is a longer par 5. It's dog leg left, not my favorite here, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play this one great. I do normally score pretty well on this one since I play it so much. The goal of this hole, as it'll finish here off this par 5, hit it through these trees to the left and really kind of hug the fairway. And then you have yourself a decent little shot there. But man, I'm still juiced. I'm gonna have to calm down before the drive after that birdie. But we are officially +3 right now, going into 17. All right, we've got our breath here. Very exciting putt there, just barely, absolutely magical there. We got it here, par 5, 500 yards, dog leg left. The aim point, I've already set it here for where I'm visually at, like kind of just straight here on this fairway. Again, my goal is to almost hit it directly over that out of bounds line. There is a fence there. It's a little hard to see, but we're gonna kind of, again, same sort of shot we've been doing. We do get some grease to the right, but not too much. So I'm not gonna try to get after this one aggressively. We're gonna just try to hit it. Nice little tight fade again, tight little push shot we've been doing. That was a push. And a slice. Oh, it's gone. And I don't get a mulligan. Oh, that's a horrible way to go after this. Oh. Okay, I think I can take the drop here. Okay, that was unfortunate. We did the push slice with the water. So we ended up just taking a lateral drop here from where it went into the water. We're in the deep rough, which is terrible, taking off our distance. We're also 300 yards away, so we're kind of in a cluster here. Third shot as well, so we're hoping to get something out there, get something close enough that we can get a wedge in from here. I do have my 3-wood currently, so I'm trying to give this one a little bit of a juice. But again, in this deep rough, it's going to be really tough to get a decent shot in game out of the physics. So I'm going to try to skyball this one a little bit. Should probably go with my 7-wood, but I really want to give me a reasonable shot here after this. That was another kind of push right into the bunker. Oh, this is the average golfer implosion right now. Absolutely the content you come here for, but that is not what we wanted at all. 141, we'll be back with our next shot. All right, a little average golfer mentality here. Absolutely came off the birdie, juiced up a little bit too much, hit 2 back-to-back kind of down shots. Now we're into the bunker here, just testing the physics. That's why we hit it here, honestly, again, just making sure they're working in game. But 141 yards. I don't want this one to be short at the front of the green, so I'm grabbing my 7-iron. We're going to hope to get this one at least on the back side of the green, give us a good look at a putt. Hopefully, it's not going to be a par save, but hopefully for a bogey and get out of here. A little thin, felt decent though. Settle down, get in the hole. Oh my gosh, actually we might get a par save here. Woo! Absolutely thinned it, a little slicey, but we got ourselves an 11-foot par putt. Don't miss it. All right, if we can somehow get this in, it'd be absolutely electric, but this is a terrible looking putt. It's absolutely breaking so hard left to right. It's a little bit uphill, which is nice, but then it falls away downhill after we hit the hole. So we really have to kind of be perfect on our speed with this one. And since we're gonna be perfect, I'm gonna try to aim this one a little further outside left because I know it's gonna break a lot more without as much speed. But again, the goal is to get this one close for the bogey, gimme. But if we can get this one in, it'll be absolutely electric. See? Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, so again, it broke way more than we thought, and we hit it a little bit juiced there. So we have this absolutely atrocious 4-foot putt. Uphill again, a little right to left, so let's just get this one put away and get out of here with the bogey. Love it. Okay, we're breaking even. Birdie bogey. We're still kind of on a par train here, roundabout ways of thinking of it. Hole 18 here, coming into the clubhouse. It's a fine hole. That's all I'll say. It's downhill. You can hit bombs here for sure. Bunker off to the right, OB to the right, and then you have a little bit of mess short left, but you can really kind of get after this one, and it plays pretty nice. It's mostly downhill after the bunker as well, so you can hit a really, really long shot. And honestly, in normal play when you're playing it live, if you catch that hill, it'll roll almost 30, 40 yards away from the green. So let's get ourselves a drive. Whew. All right. Back at it, 381, down 17. Pretty long, pretty normal hole again, all around 375, 410-ish. So nothing crazy here. We are going to play our ball out to the left. The left is all safe. You get the other fairway to play in as well. It's really nice here, but we're going to just try to play this one smooth. We're not going to try to slice it. I guess you can't try to slice. We're going to try to hit it straight because we're not going to slice. But yeah, we're going to, same mentality here. Really going to try to play closer to the ball. Really try to get ourselves turned around here and get out of here with a sneaky par. Hold that. Turning for us, which is delightful. We're not going to catch the hill since we're off the rough here a little bit, which is fine. Pretty well struck though. We would get a little favorable bounce, but 82 yards, that's great. We're in the rough. We'll be back with another pitch. Okay, this one is a little trickier. 82 yards down 3 feet, so not down too much, down a yard. We are playing in the rough, and we have a little bit of like left to right, a tiny bit of hurt in it. But this one just isn't great because of the distance for me. Realistically, this is probably going to play like an 85 to 87 yard shot. Normally I'd go gap wedge at 100, play it long, but we want to get this one close to try to play the par. So we're gonna risk it. 54 wedge, only wedge we play in the bag. We're gonna hope we get a really nice clean 80-yard shot, and it just settles on the front of the green and gives us a little nice uphill putt. So let's see if we can get one close here. A little fat. It's gonna be very fat actually. Oh. All right, keeping the same club, 54 wedge in our hand. Not going to think about that one too much. We need to be close here, though. That was an unfortunate duff for sure. We want to be close here. We want to really get out of here with a par, not derail our round with the back-to-back bogeys. So let's see if we can get here close. 22 yards uphill, and it's definitely going to break right to left. So get it up there close. I'll spat again. Back-to-back fats. Get on the green for a putt. Okay. Absolute travesty falling apart here. Got to make this a save the par. A bogey won't be the end of the world, but we really kind of been on this par train. Again, we went birdie bogey, but 17 feet uphill, absolutely cruising right to left, which is very, very tricky to kind of see a putt go in here. But again, we're just trying to get it close. It is uphill, so we can give it a little bit more juice than normal, but we're going to play it out to the right and see what happens here. Hit that really hard. Settle. Okay, that's fine. We'll take the gimme bogey. I crushed that ball. But yeah, that's not a bad round. 37, great play. Again, bogey finish is not great. Playing a 77 out of a 72 again. Simulator golf is a little bit more nice to us casuals, us average golfers. So again, I normally play a plus 15 to plus 18. Not plus. I'm a 15 to 18 handicap. But a plus 5, we'll take that every day of the week. That's an absolutely stellar, especially going from a 40 to a 37. Got a little warmed up. Really played that cleanly here. So very, very happy with that round. Again, this is the ridge, of course, I built. Super proud of it. It looks great. It plays phenomenal. And yeah, really went on a heater there. So that was a great round. Love to see it. All right, that was the back 9 of my custom build, the Ridge on GSPro. Appreciate you hanging out here, watching, taking in the content. The whole sim nights thing is kind of just a side project I'm doing, really kind of a hobby while I'm playing the sim in the winter here in Utah. So love you guys and appreciate you all for coming checking it out. We're just getting warmed up, so more sim content to come, challenges, very questionable swings, different decisions, all of that. So go ahead and we'll catch you in the next episode. Thank you again for hanging out.